So have a sense that you are dropping into the present moment, as if all the different parts of you would be everywhere else. Let's say your emotional body is somewhere, your mental body another place, your energy body here and there, your astral, your etheric, and then they all converge into this one place, which is the present moment, which is here and now. And then just feel that space of the present moment. It's not so wonky there, you're right? If you need to change, you can later. So in this space of the present moment, feel that you are starting to ground yourself. And ask the question, what does it feel like to be grounded? Because we always talk about being grounded, anchoring in yoga. But ask yourself, what does it feel for me to be centered, to be grounded? Maybe you need to play with your breath or anchor your breath, anchor yourself to your breath to feel this. And then once you've found it, just have the intention to memorize it. Your whole being, your consciousness, your body, your nervous system is memorizing that feeling of centeredness and groundedness. And then now start to take 5 seconds on the inhale and 5 seconds on the exhale. So it's a little bit different, this breath. Instead of me asking you to do your longest inhale, your longest exhale, we'll just first begin with 5 seconds and try as best as you can to hit the 5 seconds. 5 seconds inhale, 5 seconds exhale. So this is one of the breaths that has been studied, and it was shown to work on your vagus nerve to bring relaxation. And now follow this inner wisdom. It's not a feeling, it's more of an inner knowing. Follow this inner knowing, this inner wisdom, whether it's good for you to extend now this breath, or perhaps shorten it. So you are beginning to find a lovely rhythm for your own breath. If you are starting to feel uncomfortable in whatever position you're in, you're welcome to move and adjust at any time. So this time, silently, mentally, this is just happening in your mind. With each inhale, you chant the mantra Om in your head. With each exhale, you chant the mantra Om in your head. Feel this as a frequency, as a vibration that is reaching all of your consciousness and all the cells in your body, affecting change. And you can intend that change to be whatever you want. Maybe you would like to bring more joy in your life, more understanding, more peace. Whatever it is, let that silent Om deliver it. With each inhale and with each exhale. Sense your energy system start to respond to that frequency and vibration. And in turn, your physical body. And sense the aliveness of your physical body. And then begin to bring some movements to your body. Gentle, gentle movements. Maybe it's a move of your shoulders, maybe your head and neck, maybe you change positions. So it's very intuitive, small movements with the body, according to how you feel your energy is flowing inside of you. As the mantra Om speaks to you. Very good. Now we are slowly going to change position, so take your time with this, and we are going to lie down on our belly. So take your time. And slowly lying down on your belly. Here we place the hands underneath the shoulders, spreading the fingers wide. Just roll your shoulders back and down a few times. Rolling the shoulders back and down a few times. Pointing your elbows up to the sky so that your hands would be more underneath the shoulders, almost by the chest, like you're about to do cobra. Let your feet be just hip distance so that it's more comfortable for the low back. And then slowly feel that someone is pulling your legs to the back, trying to extend it to the back. So you start to activate your glutes, start to activate your legs all the way down to your toes. And now, very carefully and step by step, with full awareness, you inhale and lift your nose and then your chin, looking forward and looking up, and then you start to lift your chest, and then you start to push with your hands, opening up to a cobra as you inhale, and then as you exhale slowly and with each vertebra coming down. Beautiful. With that same attention, repeating the movement another 2 or 3 times at your own pace. So really starting with your nose, your neck, your chest. You can go as high as you want or as low as you want. and going with the breath as you come in and go down. Come up and come down. On the next inhale, we'll come up into a cobra that we hold for a few breaths. Find a nice, comfortable position for you and close your eyes. And feel that you start to activate your third eye chakra. And feel the energy from your feet throughout your legs, up to your spine and up to the third eye chakra. On the exhale, push back into child's pose and breathe. Walk your hands to the right side of the mat until you reach the ground and touch the earth with your right hand and put your left hand on top of your right hand. Let your hand relax down into the earth as if you are connecting your energy with Mother Earth. And just feel the texture of the ground. A bit prickly, a little bit wet. And feel nature's love and nourishment. Breathing in and breathing out. Walking your hands slowly now to the other side of the mat until your left hand reaches the earth, right hand goes on top. Connecting yourself to the earth. Breathing in, breathing out. And instead of feeling you are part of nature, feel that you are nature. Slowly come back to the center and help yourself up into all fours position. Wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Let's do some cat and cows, inhaling, arching the back. Exhale, rounding the back, pointing your tailbone down, releasing the neck. Inhaling, arching, releasing the belly. Exhale, rounding. Now come into neutral position with your spine and bring your knees together. So we bring the knees together so that we're more stable when we start to lift the legs. Because you've got a triangle now with your hands and your knees, right? Okay. So let's inhale and lift the right leg up. And just hold it there for a few breaths in Bhagarasana, the tiger pose. You can point or flex your feet or point flex. Just feel that the foot is active. And then release and round your back. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Arching the back, knee is bent, looking up. And exhale, knees together, round your back. With your knees together and your feet together, tuck your toes and go into a downward facing dog. First, for 5 breaths, stay very, very still in your down dog. Just feel the stillness of your body. Nothing is moving except your breath. Now you can start to adjust your down dog. Just think to yourself, what does it feel like if I move my feet a little bit forward, a little bit back? Where does it feel equal? If you feel inspired, you can start lifting one leg or the other leg. Maybe as you lift the leg, you can bend the knee, open the hip. Working with your body intelligence. And your class, your mornings, your session is just for you. There's no performance. There's no audience. Just you playing around. And that's all it is. And you connecting to your own inner space and energy. So when you're ready, come back into all fours position. Let's for now still keep our knees together. And then we lift the right leg up. And then we extend the left leg. And then slowly lower your left knee and the right knee down. Inhaling, lifting your left leg up. Tuck your right toes. Exhale, push to a three-legged down dog. Take the left knee to the chest and start to walk forward into a forward fold. Try to feel that you are hinging from your hips. As you exhale, feel that you fold forward a little deeper. If you don't feel a lot of pressure on your lumbar spine, go ahead and release your head and neck, feeling no tension there. Now either bringing your arms up to the sides or forwards, inhale into Utkatasana, into your chair pose. Now either take Bhastrika or Kapalabhati here. Exhale. Inhale, rise up, bend back. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. And take Bhastrika or Kapalabhati once more. Go lower on your knees. Look forward or look up. You can close your eyes. Exhale. Inhale, rise up, bend back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees, inhaling into Utkatasana. And again, Bhastrika or Kapalabhati. Go lower on your seat. Exhale. Inhale, rise up, back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stay here. Inhaling into Utkatasana, chair pose, but this time bring your hands to your heart. Shuffle your feet and knees together. Make sure that the knees are aligned. Take your right elbow outside of the left knee and twist. Mind the alignment of the knees. Inhale, chair pose to the front. Exhale to forward fold. Inhaling back into chair. hands to the heart. Mind the alignment of your knees. Left elbow outside of the right knee, twist. Breathe. Inhale, Utkatasana, forward. Start your Ujjayi breathing. Exhale, forward fold. Vinyasa 1, inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths, Ujjayi. Deep, long breaths, as if nothing else existed except this breath. Look front between the hands and walk or jump to the front, ending in half lift. Exhaling to your forward fold and inhaling, rising up. Samastitihi. Inhale, lift your arms up. You don't need to back bend here, just straight up to the sky. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, flat back to forward fold. Put your fingers in line with your toes, the same line. Inhale, half lift, look at your third eye. Exhale, walk or jump back into your Chaturanga Dandasana or knees, chest, chin. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale into your downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Ekam. Dve. Treni. Concentrating on the Ujjayi. Chatvari. Pancham, look to the front and walk or jump to the front of your mat, ending in half lift, looking at your third eye. Exhale, forward fold, chest to the thighs. Inhale, rise up to stand. And then bring your arms down. And breathe. Inhaling, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling to the forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk or jump back. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Directly step your right leg to the front of the mat. Rise up into your warrior one. Look up at your thumbs. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana or knees, chest, chin. Upward facing or cobra. Exhale, push your hips up to down dog. Step your left leg to the front between your hands. Drop your right heel, rise up into warrior one. Look at your thumbs. Exhaling, Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Hips lifted, 5 breaths. Ujjayi. If you need to take a child's pose, you can do that now. Or maybe all fours. Do what you need to do. Maybe we won't do too many standing, or we'll do it slowly because the floor is uneven. But it's nice to feel the unevenness sometimes. Let your you can let your muscles compensate. Kind of challenges them a bit. So look to the front, walk or jump to the front, ending in half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Look at the sky. And come back to stand. And breathe. Place your weight on your left foot. Bend your right knee and hold on to your right foot. Lift your left arm up. So instead of charging forward like in Bikram, we're going to move upwards more, Hatha style in the Natarajasana. You can take your left hand into Yan Mudra, thumb and index finger touching, so you can stay here, or if you want, you kick your right leg back to your hand. And keep your chest lifted. Then wherever you are, slightly bend your left knee, drop your right leg to the back. Keep your right arm down, left arm up, and then bend at your elbows, bringing your arms to cow-faced pose. Breathe. Exhale into warrior two, open your arms and your hips. Adjust your right foot. And then place your left hand down to the floor. Your right arm up towards the chateau, not to the sky. Extended side angle. Parivrita Trikonasana. And then turn your chest towards the floor. Place your hands on either side of your feet. Now you're going to swing your front leg all the way to the back to a three-legged down dog. Inhale into plank and keep your leg there. Bend your elbows, chaturanga, and then go into your full vinyasa. Stay in down dog for 5 breaths. Look to the front and walk or jump to the front. Exhaling, forward fold, chest to the thighs. Inhale and rise up. Lead with your arms in line with the body. Exhale to stand and breathe. Feel that you're grounding your feet down to the earth, especially that right leg. Then start to transfer your weight on that right leg. I think I would rather, or maybe not I would rather, but if you're doing this with your hands out to the front, maybe sometimes try and bring your hands more in towards your thighs and see how it feels for you. Because here it's like, I'm like extending my energy out, but you know, why not bring your energy in? It conserves your energy more rather than Do you know the Care Bears, or are you too young to know the Care Bears? Look it up later. 1980s Care Bears. Okay, so just care to the self. Okay, right foot, and then you bend your left knee, go into your Natarajasana, nice and slow. You can do any variation of this that your body takes you. Feel your connection to the ground. Slowly bending your right knee as you extend that left leg to the back. Keep that right arm lifted, the left arm is down and into your cow-faced. See if you can get your right thigh parallel to the floor by walking your right foot forward. And then just without changing the thigh, just simply open your hip, adjust the left leg, and now you're in warrior two. And feel the openness of your chest. Feel the activation of your shoulder blades. Very nice. From there, taking your right hand down to the floor, extending your left arm to the Chateau. Bicep by the ear. Extended angle. Breathe. Very nice. Turning your chest towards the floor. Put your hands on either side of that right foot. Swing the right foot up to the sky into three-legged down dog. Keep the leg lifted if you can. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. And drop the leg gracefully as you inhale into up dog or cobra. Very nice. Exhale into downward facing dog. Now go into child's pose if you wish, or stay in down dog for a few more breaths. One more breath. And we'll all slowly meet in down dog. And for this down dog, bring your feet together. Just because when we start to lift the leg, we want to feel more balanced. So here you're in a triangle. Because the floor is uneven, try not to be too wide on your down dog. So on the inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it to the front between your hands. Drop your left knee down and go into an Anjanasana, either the hands on your thighs, or you can lift your arms up and back and try to really ground your hips down. And then on the exhale, hands to the heart center. Take your left elbow outside of your right knee and begin to twist. Really pushing your elbow against your right thigh and knee. Keeping that active. Inhaling back into Anjanasana to the front. And then either staying here or dropping down into your lizard. You bring your, we'll do this variation of lizard. You slide your left hand to your ankle, drop your left elbow down. Start to bend the back knee and find the foot with your right hand. Open your chest to the sky. Yes. And now you release the back leg. So here's your choice. You can either go now into child's pose, or you can go into three-legged down dog. You bring that right leg all the way back up and do a vinyasa. We'll meet back up in downward facing dog. Take your time. Start to bring your feet together. So this time on the inhale, bring your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it to the front between your hands. Anjanasana. Hands to the heart, twist. Right elbow outside of the left knee. And feel the opposition of that elbow to the thigh or knee. Check into your Ujjayi breathing, inhaling back into Anjanasana, releasing the hips as you exhale. And then sliding your right hand onto your ankle, right elbow down into your lizard. And if you want, you can bend the back knee and open the chest up towards the ceiling. Smooth, long breaths. Coming gently back to center. Hands on either side of the left foot, and either you go into child's pose or swing this left leg up and go into your vinyasa. After your vinyasa, we'll all actually meet in child's pose. Let your knees drop down to the ground, round your back. Soften your shoulders, soften your back. Allow your breath to be nice and smooth. If you feel like letting go of the Ujjayi now and go and switch to long deep breaths, but the basis is still long deep breaths. On an inhale, slowly roll up to seated. Sit to one side and extend your legs to the front. Let's take Paschimottanasana, so you want to be careful of your low back. You can bend your knees if you need to. Start with an inhale to lengthen the spine, and then exhale, hinge from the hips. You can place your hands on the mat, on your feet, on your knees, and then tiny movements each time you inhale. Just in your mind, feel that you are lengthening your spine, and then each time you exhale, you drop down a little further. When you feel that your low back has reached maximum, you've hinged from your hips, and you don't feel a lot of pressure on the low back, you can start to round out the top part of your back and your head and neck, and make it an exercise of pratyahara, of moving inwards. Imagine like you are bringing your head down to your knees, between your knees, and eyes closed, and just really focusing inwards in this sacred space. Now start to lift your head up. Reach your arms forward like you want to reach the chateau. Keep your arms in line with your spine and then rise up. And then exhale, release down. Cross your legs. Take your hands to the front, or however you want to get there. We'll come back into all fours position. Now imagine you have a circle that's going like this on your mat, so like a hoop standing, and then you just try to follow the line of that hoop and move your spine around in one direction and in the other direction. And when you're ready, slowly come back into child's pose. Feel your body release and soften. And slowly rise up one vertebra at a time to seated. Sit to one side, extend your legs to the front, find the center of your mat. Keep your knees, we'll start with the knees bent. Keep your knees bent, place your hands under your knees and then slowly roll down. Keeping the knees bent. Okay. Keep your knees bent, feet flat on the ground, ready for half bridge. The knees, the heels don't have to go all the way to the butt, because just check with your knees. Some people can support it, but some people it's a bit too much on the knees. So it depends on your proportions. So when you start to lift your hips up, you want the knee and the ankle still aligned and not the heel too far in. You can do it if it's okay on the knee, so just be aware. So when you're ready, start to lift your hips up into your half bridge. Adjust your feet so that they're underneath the knees. Now I'm not going to ask you to shift your shoulder blades together. Just keep your shoulder blades relaxed and your arms to your sides. So for this one, we're not going to interlace the fingers, we just have our arms to the sides. Okay, palms, well, you can do whatever you want with your palms. Now slowly, one vertebra at a time, lower down. Now, just a reminder, if you have neck issues, just keep the space between the chin and the chest, okay? No neck issues, you can go ahead and bring the chest to the chin. So on the next inhale, start to rise up once more into your half bridge. Again, don't shift your shoulder blades together. Lengthen your arms with the palms facing down, and then inhale, lift your arms up and to the back. Very nice. And exhale, take your hands back down to your sides. One more. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, back down. And then slowly lower the spine back down on the mat. Very nice. Hug your knees to the chest. Rock side to side. If you want, maybe a quick twist left and right. Bring your legs back into position, but this time knees together, feet together. And then inhale, start to lift your hips up. Demi-pompe, half bridge. Knees together, feet together. Press your right foot down, bring your left knee into the chest, and then up to the ceiling, sky. And really use your glutes and push your hips up. Okay, bend your left knee and lower down. Press the foot down, bring your right knee into the chest, and then extend up. Yes. Bend the knee and lower down and release your spine back onto the mat. Hug your knees, give it a little love, give your spine a little love. Go side to side and rock to seated. I'm going to show you the next pose, which is couch pose. Doesn't sound very ancient, but couch is in sofa. Okay. So it's an intense stretch of the thighs, and you just go to where your body will lead you. So your legs here can be hip distance. You start in the same position as the bridge. I'm going to take my hands here, but I'm not going up as in Urdhva Dhanurasana or Chakrasana. I'm not going to do a wheel. I'm actually going to just push a little bit and then go that way, and then let my knees drop. I'm going to lift my heels and roll over on my ankles. Got that? Watch. If you want, you can also put the top of your head down on the mat, and then to come back down, slowly lift the head, readjust back, right, and then slide back down. One more. So place my hands here just so I can have a little bit of momentum, and I'm going to the front of my mat and not up, a little bit up, just so I have space. And I think of my ankles. I'm rolling over my ankles. I'm holding on to my ankles, and my knees come down to the floor. I push my elbows down so that I can lift my head, and then I can come back safely down. À toi, your turn. Push your knees towards me and lie down. Yes, yeah, knees towards me. So if it's too much on the knee, don't force your knee. So it's a lot of knees and thighs. Yep. And once you've finished exploring, you help yourself back down. So you can do another half bridge or rest, or go into your Urdhva Dhanurasana or Chakrasana if you feel nice and open. So if you feel nice and open, go into your wheel, or you can do another half bridge, or just rest the spine for a little while. And if you go up into your wheel, bring your feet together. Press your right foot down, bring your left knee to the chest, and then up to the sky. And lower down. Knees and feet together, press your left foot down, right knee to the chest, and then up to the sky. And lower down and lower everything down. Go ahead, Bianca, just keep going. Everybody else who's down, bring your knees to the chest. And then you can drop your knees to the right side. And then come up to the center and drop your knees to the left and breathe. So you noticed in this class we did a lot of lifting one leg up. So like in the three-legged down dog, even in the all fours position, in the half bridge, and in the full wheel. Anytime you do that, if you bring your feet first to center, feet together, it's more stable because you create a triangle, right? Bring your knees back to your chest. And then you can just rotate your knees left and right, or you can do happy baby if you like. Bringing the knees together and lifting your... Now, just be careful if there's any rocks, because you might not feel it now, but once you lift into shoulder stand, you might feel it. So just very carefully go into shoulder stand. Check that the neck is safe, the shoulders are safe. If you feel something under the mat, you can adjust. So yes, shoulder stand. So just a reminder, I've found no scientific evidence. I know that it has been said in the past by other traditional yogis, usually men, that you should not do shoulder stand when you're cycling, when you have your period. But I haven't found any scientific evidence to prove that. So ask a gymnast. So it's okay. Usually it just depends how you feel. That might actually help your body flow, your cycle flow better afterwards. You've got, you know, things in your, is it the veins or arteries that prevent backflow? You know, but it just depends how you feel. In your shoulder stand, do the eagle pose, right leg over the left. And now release your legs and open your legs wide, like Upavishta Konasana. And then bring your legs back up and do eagle on the other leg, left leg to the front. Left leg turning around the right leg. Release your legs and take a diamond shape with your legs, soles of the feet together, like Baddha Konasana. And then start to extend your legs back up. See if you can bring your feet overhead into plow. If you can, point your toes instead of flexing, because that'll make you go deeper. Again, be careful of your neck. Usually you should take out your ponytail if you are in inversion, because it hurts the head. And slowly, slowly we come back down. As you come back down, leave your legs up. So your spine is on the ground, your legs are up. Now listen carefully. As you lower your legs down, you use the weight of your legs to pull your upper body up into fish pose. If you're not sure what that looks like, I'll show you. But my head doesn't touch the ground, so something like that, right? So as you lower your legs down, use the weight of your legs to pull your chest up, and then go. Just simple, isn't it? Why have I not done fish like this before? Chest up to the ceiling, top of the head on the mat. If you feel stable there, you could try and bend your knees and then extend them again, pointing them to the Chateau, so lifting your legs 45 degrees. And then you can shift your arms as well to meet your legs. So hands together, 45 degrees. And then we slowly release everything. We're going to go into Shavasana, but you can do any extra movement and posture that you want before Shavasana. So we're going to do an open shavasana because some of you might feel colder than others. So I'll guide you through a little relaxation, and then after that you can stay as long as you like, or you can go ahead and finish. But you can take your time. Let everything go. Feel the energy of the space supporting you. Hear the wind, the rustling of the leaves, the birds. Feel in this space that there is no time. Time is a concept. Feel that at this moment that concept doesn't really exist. Feel your feet soften and relax, including all of your toes, your ankles. Soften and relax the lower legs, knees, thighs and hips. Soften and relax your belly, your chest and shoulders, your head and neck. Relax your third eye, your shoulders, all the way down to each fingertip. Feel the gentle flow of your energy carrying peacefulness and heart. You can stay in your Shavasana as long as you like. You can come out when you're ready. And you can also use this time to meditate or do some pranayama.